tackles, and then then the last one, then the last defender that comes, say that's 5 defenders. I break 4, right? Look up the tackle, and then the last one, I'll either left or right, and make him slip and fall on his ass, and then I go for the touchdown. Oh, let me guess. You playing against somebody that you know, or you playing the computer?
LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff.
Somebody I know.
All right.
He's going to bring it out from
I hope this person makes the game more. I hope this person makes the game interesting. Like, because yesterday you was getting a whole lot of players that is, you know, it was Dick Rod and the Eagles.
First down here for the offense.
Sparkle. It cleans everyday messes, and it won't clean out your wallet. Add to cart.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State.
I hated that sound of the bite, bro.
You always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T.
Oh, I'll just put that in his mouth.
Down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in
Yeah, why would you put a flash right in there? Oh, come on,
good balance going on right now.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Just trucks through it.
Why would you drop the whole bottle after on the floor?
Out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10.
Some ass,
How
didn't
about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? He'll do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This crowd trying to make life
Ohio State, baby. I didn't realize he was using them.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. And it is a chunky, huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the option. He'll toss it. Runs through a tackle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one, establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. And this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab and go for the score.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, I thought he looks like an Adam receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete. The defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how loud is it in this
You gotta be
building?
lucky
This
you
is
didn't put that
crazy. These
on.
fans are going absolutely
You gotta
nuts.
take that
And
off,
I
you
used
gotta
to
take that to the
love
field.
when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the
That
wide
one
out.
off.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose from the hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Got the first down and more. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Here comes this
LSU
evil ass.
right back to the line.
Here comes this evil ass bitch.
Said, oh,
I don't
you
care, you
know
little
he's gonna
kid or
run
not,
it.
you
You're not gonna
evil
account
ass
for him.
bitch.
I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers.
Better
So when
down.
you're an offense, and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
Looking to move it through the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It is rare to see this quarterback let
Maybe you
one
are
fly
sometimes,
and
you
have it get away from him like that.
But even the best of them, get a little bit rushed at times, mess up their mechanics, mess up their footwork, mess up their timing. So it's okay. We
A
can
loud
get
ass
past
scream.
this time.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
What happened?
No,
And how about
man,
this
he was
offense? A big
forced into it.
situation on 4th and goal,
Good.
and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense
Wow,
onto the
they're
field.
gonna get hideous as
Now
hell.
they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
And the
He
pressure
tried to throw
gets
that bitch
there.
away. They would not let me
Down
try to
he
throw that bitch
goes
away.
at the 18. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle?
That is true. They've been with you the whole time. Don't blame them. They've been in LA tree hunt with you.
And the
The evil bitch.
explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down.
You sure about
And
that?
this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces
I'm
2nd
looking at
down.
one right now. This
Couldn't
is
make
an
the
ugly
connection
hell,
last
too.
time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Howard. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few. To avoid the hit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter.
Oh my god, that shit crazy.
What?
I heard him.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense coming out aggressive
I'm
on
listening to
1st
the own
down?
time, no
They're in the
time,
red zone. They're
right?
like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
God damn.
And how about that interior
Walk
defense
on it?
stuffing the run for nothing? Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender
Out of all
over
people,
him, knocked the ball
Out
to
of
the
all
ground.
people,
4th down
they got the
coming up.
kid. They got the
Really
kid
nice
that played
3rd
Kevin
down sub
McAllister's
defense
brother
there
in
that
Home
time.
Alone
It's 3rd
and
long.
Dennis
They're
the Menace.
expecting
All
pass,
right.
and they're mixing up their
All
looks. They're
right.
trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting
You
up.
Mitchie? Yeah.
It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
You ain't have to say armpit
And
pussy.
guys, this is very frustrating for a defense. They forced the field goal attempt and now right back on the field after the roughing the kicker. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I'll make us some sandwiches.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area...
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffuser's perfectly portable fragrance is great for inviting friends to. It has a range of quick change scents for date night to book club, so you can make every occasion to come over fragrant and inviting. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Co-pilot, I bet my daughter an ice cream that is snail's fast.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams.
You might be treating your daughter to some ice cream.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Figures are increasing.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
LSU quick to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. His offense lines up feeling all
You sure about that?
good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slipped.
That goal ball hit him right in the back of the ass. That shit hurts. That shit hurts.
So he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Great job rounding the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left.
Oh, hell no.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Going up top on 1st down.
Nigga, you trying to accuse him of doing something, nigga?
And incomplete on
What you got going on, you cop?
I know that shot down the field was.
Nigga trying to accuse this nigga. Dude. He ain't even do nothing. I'm born about your business, you cop.
More excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive
pass.
puts up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to buy time. Caught near the sideline. It's Ibuka.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks.
He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer no need to pay.
This slow nigga mixed his
this thing can flip quick. You go
alright.
down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. On the move to his left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the ball picks up his offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. He's looking deep.
There
The
are
receiver
parts,
was doubled and they picked it off.
there are pre-throw
Takes it the
autobots.
other way.
Parts
And
go
a
through.
big return after the
Parts go
INT
through.
sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Kept it and he's passed it. Down the Buckeyes.
Here that's what the motherfucker Adam Sandler.
Great decision.
Adam
by
Sandler.
quarterback, and there's a danger on defense when you play man coverage against this guy. You've got DBs and their backs are turned
That
to
shit is
QB.
on.
If you're not careful, you run and take off. By the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Okay.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Bitch ass niggas.
Ain't no shit. Ain't no slick shit over here. This kind of football.
He'll
Fuck
bring
this
it
man
out.
shit.
It's Williams. I
Whoa.
imagine he's going to get an earful
Matter
on the
but that nigga's
sideline
out.
after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked
Yeah.
down at the 11.
They lucky they passed that nigga with that damn. Cause this the nigga that had that damn stimulus, the damn running back.
LSU will dive into
Hey,
the
They
Bucky.
getting mad as fuck at us with stamina
These
shit.
guys have taken some
Bitch is
body
arcade.
blows in the
Of course
first
they
half.
can do
Now
that.
a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put
Well,
points
that's
on the
what
board right
he
here.
told
Cut into this
Tom.
deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this
I know
one's
he's
going to
on
get out of
that.
hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just
No,
say,
he's
okay,
not.
let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do it.
He wants to take the top off.
Damn,
And
like
it's
me or him.
incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Safe completion on the screen.
Mike Zimmer, we got that
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. That pass intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions options already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll
He
skip
did
his
not want me
way
to
out
run
of
that
bounds
bitch.
after a
That's the
short
quarterback
gain,
no more
making
time.
sure he
I
doesn't
can't
take any
He did not
unnecessary
want me to run
punishment.
that bitch.
Let's see what they've got on
I
second
will
down.
run that bitch. No cap.
He's looking to throw.
Keep running, keep running,
Unloads
keep
to the
running.
wideout.
Oh boy.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with
No
the
way.
first set of downs.
No way that quarterback
Defense a
stumbled on his feet and still
jumpy
managed to
there, and they got into
maintain
the
the people's
neutral zone
balance.
too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off.
You better run that motherfucker.
Taking it the other way.
You think you finna get a touchdown, man? You got to run. You think you finna run that bitch? I give you that.
Give the offense tremendous field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB.
That's how to win that North Carolina or fucking Western.
They'll throw it on 1st down.
He gonna get that shit right back to me. Oh, no, he didn't. Flag.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ooh.
And the defender just
He
way too
didn't go to
handsy on that
halftime.
last
That's
play. You
crazy.
can see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away.
Damn, Dennis, I'm like, how?
Things teed up
Damn.
and just about ready to go here in the second half.
Got a little bit of hood. Alright.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams.
Nigga got his hood with him. He got his little hood. And
Not
I'm in
nearly
the
as
hood,
much as
gang.
he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this.
And there
I'm
is
not there.
interception number 3 of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's crazy. Nigga was nigga here, and he still caught the pick. This nigga was nigga here. It's crazy. Nigga went to the bathroom, nigga played the game, and then his nigga threw a pick and they.
Going off like crazy.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
Shit, you can run that bitch. You can run it. I don't like you run that bitch back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I know it. He's stupid. He's stupid. He went out of bounds.
But there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued.
They get him.
This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter
Calm your aggressive screaming ass down. God damn. You aggressive screaming head ass.
changing what they're doing in coverage.
Calm your Here's the sport instinct.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
He uncorks one deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his second interception of the game. Doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes
Brad
one
G's
deep.
Casino app is the place for
Hey,
jackpots.
hey,
I like how
hey.
players play $5 and get 350 casino spins
Damn.
on future games.
Now, there are
Plus,
some
a first day
big
replay.
That's a salt to you. Fuck.
JT Barrett, Wayne Haskins,
God
Justin Fields
damn.
might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
I think you just lost your voice there, and deservedly so. The time for two superstars that count.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13.
True sign of sportsmanship from Tyler Baker.
He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU right back to the line. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Cardona didn't see it. Stone, it's in the director of authority. No.
Nice job by the defense. Getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion. Now forcing the 4th down.
Victoria Crawford comes up Santino. Cardona's all over it. Oriana Grace chasing off Crawford.
Quarterback adapted.
None too pleased.
What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
He said,
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back.
Now there's the headbutt.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Sends it downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle.
Bro, y'all finna see this live, bro. Straight up, y'all finna see this live, bro. I'll take one for the team, yo. I swear to God.
the hell no you won't. What wrong with you, nigga?
Touch pass on the right.
You already know Bill Spain.
Yeah,
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout.
Oh.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. LSU quick to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Not running around to get it.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier.
Got him.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Got him.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long.
Out of that.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
I know he mad as hell right now. I know. I know. You gotta know he feels some type of way right now. He feels some type of way.
Good job.
He just like, man, I don't even gonna give a fuck no more at this game. They was selling me the whole game and shit.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
To me, somebody shot Raheem.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Yeah, you got that shit.
Just got rid of the football. Not sure
what.
I should have went all the way back and then let that motherfucker just throw that motherfucker.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. They recovered somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing
tall. They call it a fumble though. Put them already on the ground.
Now improvising. He's going to run it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I caught the ball, then my friend went down. It's a fumble.
What?
They were fighting over the ball.
Quarterback floating away from pressure.
But the ball is what you highly favor because it's still your ball.
Yeah.
Like Diddy G said, see my ball. Yeah, my ball. What time they ate?
Around 6.
What, PM? Alright. I really hope those two get that guy access to the AMP hub and come over.
But somebody was in Rob was in the panel live from yesterday.
Alright. We already know Toto's gonna be there because he already in there.
He already there.
Yeah, he already there, yeah. They had I have to tell Toto had a good ass time yesterday in the States.
A good ass. What's the name is fucking here.
Why?
Be ball-headed.
Soon.
He could have just kept it. He should have just kept the dress he had. Could have just kept that. I know it was fake.
My sister down her head like 2 times and shit, but she ain't ball, but Kyle, a boy doing that shit, he do this shit.
But I know the dress. I know the dress is fake and all. Yeah. But one like the Sixers, he should have kept it. It worked out perfect.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you
they were perfect for him.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage.
Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw.
Man, I got a dirty ball. Man, let me throw that bitch.
What a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Trying to find his man on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. On the ground, it's Durham.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking
I
up
ain't
3
never
in the
using that. I ain't
26.
gonna lie.
LSU
I
right
don't
back
think
to
I will
the
ever
line.
use Magic Johnson's actual jump shot.
From the gun,
Because
running
when you
back
see
on
how
the move.
Magic Johnson shoots
Still running at the 40.
in
He's
2K,
loose.
ah,
He's at the
you
20.
couldn't pay me to use his. You couldn't pay me to use his unorthodox ass jump shot. You couldn't pay me to use it. That shit unorthodox as
Love
fuck.
the play call offensively. They knew the defense was driving
3
a lot of
o'clock. Come
bodies
on, man.
close to the line of
Hurry up, 3
scrimmage, and
o'clock.
once they were
So I
able
can
to
watch
get
that
to the
damn
second
Word
level,
Collider
all
then.
they had
And
to
then
do
I'm
was
watching
make
Money
one
in the
guy
Bank
miss
tonight.
and get one good
Two
angle.
wrestling
And with
shows
the
come on
speed
tonight.
that ball
Hell
carrier
yeah.
has, man, that
That's
thing
why I got
was a
that's why
sure
today,
shot
this
touchdown.
Saturday, all planned out. Word Collide 3 o'clock I'm watching. Money in the Bank at 7 o'clock I'm watching. Anything that happened tomorrow, I'm watching that shit too. Ooh, Saturday Night Collision of AEW come on tonight too, right? Ooh. Oh yeah.
From inside the 15, here comes the return.
I ain't gonna
He
lie.
was looking for more running room,
I've
but
seen
none to be
people hate
found as he
Magic
stopped
Johnson,
at
right?
the
Some
23.
people hate Magic Johnson,
This
right?
drive opens up at the 23-yard
With
line.
no strength, no post control, and
Moving to running back,
no
trying to
damn
get the D to
rebounding.
tip its hand.
Because you know,
And gets 4
he
out to the
averaged, he was a
27.
good rebounder for a guard at 6'9", averaging 7.5 rebounds a game. And you know he had strength, he plays in the post. And he has strength and he has post control because he plays in the post. And he has that strength, he can back down smaller defenders in the paint. So, I like how that shit makes sense. How you make a Magic Johnson with no rebounding, no strength, and no post control? To me right there, that's not Magic Johnson. I'll be like, who the fuck is that nigga? That ain't no damn Magic, because Magic was rebounding his ass off. If I do make Magic Johnson, I'm gonna have to go either power forward, small forward, just so I can get that 6'9" height. I wish we can get to that point guard again, but you can't even get the shit at point guard this year. I don't know why they took away the 6'9" PGs, bro. They should have kept this shit in there.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot.
Damn, that's the first point he scored. That's the first point he scored since the first half.
Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but
For the dudes using LSU, that's the first point he scored since the first half.
You see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football, they run that clock when they got a lead. You really win a lot more.
I know he had 14, but I'm saying that wasn't his first points he had since the first half. His first ever points he scored since the first half is crazy. Only with 20? That shit is sad. Nah, David, I'm not. Nah, no, you didn't just do that. No, you didn't just do that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, pretend like you didn't do that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Who the? This nigga was on the. That's the thing with the little thing on the head, red. Do it this way. Nigga still juke this way. It's still. How the fuck? This nigga Dave was a damn cheat man. Ohio State's a cheat code, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be using Ohio State too. That's my favorite team. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been a diehard Ohio State fan. I've been a diehard Ohio State fan since I was born.
And he's thrown another interception. And the ball's on the ground. He's got the ball and he'll try to pick up.
I've been an Ohio State fan ever since Terrell Pryor was the quarterback for Ohio State.
And stampeding through the defense.
We told him like a motherfucker.
Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense.
So he just throw a pick to you and you fumbled and he picked that bitch up.
Nah, throw it away. You pick that bitch up.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football
Oh,
out,
why
recovering
niggas
it,
are selfish,
and,
man.
getting a first down.
No,
That's how you do
I
it.
was watching
The
a
offense will
YouTube
have
video,
to
right?
use its first
He
timeout
going
of
into
the
the
half.
paint to try to
LSU
score,
lining
and he
up
got his
first and
shot
goal.
blocked. You want to know why? Because the big man on his team was standing there in the paint, clogging up the paint.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Don't you hate when that shit happens? When you trying to go in there for a layup and shit, and your big man on your team stands there in the paint trying to clog up the paint? Like, what you clogging up the paint for? That shit makes sense. What are you clogging up the paint for?
Boy, Davis is wild right now. On Twitch.
Oh, I'm Davis.
Only
And
AP
this has
members
been
take
a
all our
rough
Phantom
day
in
for
New
this
York,
offense,
though.
and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum, maybe. For
I
the
bet
future.
you Phantom
That's
Malcolm
the
will
way
lie.
coaches spin it when
He
you're
don't
getting beat
go
up
for
and
it, though.
you get destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working.
Of course,
This team's
I
done
know why
that.
he in New
Put
York,
some
he and
points
his
on the
mom.
board, so it's not all bad.
He's just doing his business, so.
Yeah, at his mama house.
Inside is 25, and here he comes.
Take care of
And
business
the
and
return
stuff
man
like that,
reaches
too.
the end of the line, and down
Phil.
he goes. The Buckeyes roll that
I'll be
offense
seeing
back
him in
out
New York,
there.
though.
Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear
Might
all
as
these
well.
stupid commentators like me and Jesse
Might as
talking
well,
about
since the
create
big man gonna play in
balance.
the damn
You know,
paint.
run and
The ball is out behind the line.
Damn, first
The
fumble.
defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And the quarterback
Bro.
just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get
I know
rid
our
of the
fucking
ball.
car
and
gonna
they
use that
knocked
King
it
Carter
free.
the first
Let's
song
give the
or
secondary tons of credit, right, Reese?
Lil
They were
Wayne,
doing an
Owl.
outstanding job in the back
Yeah.
end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up. Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game.
No, I gotta tell you something.
After the
He's
strong
on
run on
TikTok.
second down, third down.
First thing I just pumped on my
again.
phone. I just scrolled it. One damn thing. I just saw this
In the
shit.
backfield, it's Daniels.
Let me guess.
Behind his
School?
pad.
How the fuck you know?
Tiger made the grab.
How you know?
Luck.
How you know?
Finished the
Lucky
deal
guess.
in the end zone.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm. Find
Alright, show me
something
after
that
the game,
works.
alright?
Find somebody to go to.
Yeah, you got it
This
right.
offense
You got
is
it right.
struggling. You're down
I know,
by
but just
1,000.
still, show me after the
I like
game.
that they
All right,
continue
baby,
to
all right,
grow.
baby.
First funky ass 33 points he
And
scored
he
since the
tacked on
first
the
half is
extra point.
crazy.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes.
Cause I was
from a
on TikTok too
17-yard
yesterday, and
throw
this
for the
nigga
touchdown.
popped up. This
They're
nigga Steve
lining
popped
to
up.
boot it away.
I hit the, you know what the button I hit? I hit the not interested button. Fuck off my screen. Then you know how when you
You don't
have
want
subscribe,
no, yeah, if you don't want nobody on your damn phone or your
He's
thing.
probably second-guessing that
Yeah.
return.
so there's two things this season says: follow or not interested. And I hit not interested. Fuck off my screen, nigga.
As it turns out,
I don't want to see your ass.
drive
All you want to do is sit there and complain. And you won the game yesterday. You sit up there complaining.
Turn it into points, Jesse. That is not a recipe for
And they was
success.
both
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this.
Nigga,
drive.
you won.
I get it was the
That's what
random
it's
or some
about.
shit,
You
but
gotta
nigga,
execute.
no.
You gotta lock in.
Nigga, you won. Y'all team won. You and made one.
About the damn, can I get the ball? Can I get the man? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket.
I'll wait till this game finish. You can show me. Alright, I'll wait. I'm not gonna rush it. Still, how the
They'll try to move the chains
niggas
on
these
third and
days,
short
bro.
from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll have the first down.
I ain't gonna lie.
To the 28-yard line before he stopped.
I ain't gonna lie.
Guys come to the line with a new set of
You know me? I
downs.
ain't gonna lie. Paint defense in 2K sucks ass.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Finds his big tight
That
end.
shit suck a whole lot of balls.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting a
Oh,
first down.
let me stop it. I'm
I'll say
being.
this, man,
Let me
in college
stop.
football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
I don't care. You just clogging the paint at this point.
He turns it loose to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Tell that nigga throw that building garbage.
No, you see his grand book. Oh my god, man.
Alright, I'm waiting patiently.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep.
Yo, that Magic Johnson no-look pass is crazy. And plus with his layup packages you get in the game, his layup packages, oh, I'll be like, when the hell Magic Johnson doing all these fancy layups and shit? That boy Magic Johnson was one of the best point guards in the league, though.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, he'll fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown LSU. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
They ain't gonna let you get a stealing.
Oh, I try to sneak it in.
Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Please don't bring it. I got a big man. Let's.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the return man.
If you not, at least, I know you don't want your sense to threes and all. But if you can't shoot at least a mid-range with the sensor, at least a mid-range, there's no need for you to bring that motherfucker out, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun
At
sometimes.
least a mid-range or something. At least have a mid-range. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? At least have a mid-range or something. Instead of just want to do the inside sensors that are going to be sitting here clogging up the paint.
That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponents got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, Mitch Anderson. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. LSU quick to the line.
How do you read it again?
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it.
That little vent sensors are wonky.
Into the end zone.
I don't know how to fuck that stuff in the arm, though. You look at your arm or body or some shit, there's just a mark on you. You be like, how the fuck that shit get there?
They started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We gotta go for two here.
I'm with you on that one, too. I don't get the purpose of this blackout event neither. I don't get the purpose of this neither. Look, when you go on 2K, if you go on 2K and you look at the blackout event, you'll be on the same page as me. Like, what the hell is this point about?
Yeah, they can't shoot me, bitch. Yeah, they try to cheat with that damn onside kick bullshit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
The offense
lining up for a first down play.
Hey, huh?
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
What? What you just got?
Quarterback
I'm taking it that way.
He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that quarterback is really not that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across
That's
your
crazy.
body.
Dude, you ain't got no rebounding on your Magic Johnson.
Quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Oh.
Hell yeah, I ain't making that shit.
That is no good.
I don't have no rebounding on the Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was known for he might have been known for rebounds, but he could grab boards now.
Lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Take calling it.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
Got it. Something is a pick right here.
On second down, wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that is how we will wrap this one up.
Oh, number 9.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters.
Correct, and you don't know until the game, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Right. Oh my goodness. You the center, why would you go to the rim? Bro, like I gotta tell niggas how to play this. The center, you're staying spread for a reason. Not hard, bruh.
Oh, you still got the thing on TikTok about food and shit?
Yeah.
Let me get that seal. Let him go, it's a 2.
Cause I don't.
Thank you.
The food is like, I don't know.
Oh, you ran his way. Gotta stay spread. God damn. I'm right here. Problem, man. Come set me the screen. Jared, you got the smaller man, man. Dogs. Not hard. I see what I do all the time.
The victor's valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway.
I got him. Oh,
bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looking for a productive play on first down.
I should have had to tell y'all niggas I belong.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Out of the paint.
To the ground with the back.
Jared is sending me to
across the 25. He's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there. And the blitz gets to him just like that. A first down sack and a record drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14.
Here, watch him. You sound stupid. Sound stupid.
The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Fuck out of here with these weird-ass niggas. Ass niggas. Why we see some dumb shit in my comments section?
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Warren. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get there.
The run from the shotgun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Watch that out, man.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gotta get used to his speed.
They go right back to him. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the tailback. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run to the right. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
An offensive.
Hold on, it's 2.
Continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Point guard, dribble to the board. Now you was just
Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going up top. Makes a catch at the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Fellas, I'm the point guard. I should never be top scorer of the game.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. On the move, it's James.
I get it, some of y'all got accustomed to it.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
That's a new issue. I ain't saying that I'm not going to score.
From the gun, the ground game.
I'm not saying.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Now adjusting. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Oh my God.
Defensively, you got to
Oh my God. I feel like that did not just happen. You just scored again. It's crazy.
Scramble around, make something out of nothing.
I'm about to say, I know they didn't trip this nigga up before he could score, but he scored.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive day.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. We're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever.
dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Moving away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Got a little man, bro. Right up. That's why I got to start waiting for Brook.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
I got to let y'all boys get him.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, move.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal.
I was right next to you.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverine. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one. You're getting them back in the ball.
Come on, man. You seen I was going right to the rack, dogs. I was going right to the rack. Came right behind me. They spread to move your man somewhere else. I'm here, bro. That niggas, everybody always want to come to the paint. I got this. I see it.
Lining up for the PAT.
Thank you.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. He'll try to tack on one more.
I steal.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Slips through the line.
Got a blast.
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up.
No, he didn't just use Jay blasting. I got a blast.
Touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
I'm going to make the passes. I got to just hit. I don't hit. That's why they're able to come to the paint and block me.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
And I tell you guys, settling for 3.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give on 4th down. Still on his feet at the 45. Running for the tape. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's gotten it at the 22-yard line. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Guy wants to pass everything.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that.
How many times do I gotta say that, y'all?
Decision will be questioned for a while.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Looking to go up top.
There go Jay Black for the current video game. It's LeBron this time.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
Not even hot yet.
On the ground, it's James. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Weird, bro.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these big games, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
I gotta keep fucking repeating myself the same shit over and over again.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Warren. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building it, going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. The inside handoff. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it.
Missed. He made that.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Out here looking like magic,
Follow
man.
the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's in there from the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Magic.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now,
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Buying some time as he moves left. On the move at the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
That slip makes the game so much easier. Especially that Jared is
looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. To the air, it's Gabriel. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set
Twitter
of
has a
downs.
view botting problem. Oh Lord, Twitter's view botting is crazy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Skips away from pressure. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after
Magic
the
Johnson is able to dunk shithead.
second down. Oh, what a grab
Fucking
by
you
the
made Magic
defense.
Johnson.
Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
it's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Gotta cheat him a little different. Out. Don't come out.
Little over anxious. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready for that.
Second down coming up.
Can't steal.
Going with the ground game left. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away.
One more hour until 3 o'clock. The World Collide come on. One more hour.
Tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
took the screen wrong that time.
The Wolverines get it past the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Now play defense, my. Let's go. Watch this.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense.
Gotta run around him, Jerry, run around.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Oh my!
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things
That's
up
the
here in the
word,
half.
man.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Right past you, man. Got you out here.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something. He unleashes a long one.
Don't stand, motherfucker.
Puts it up the 25-inch stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the comeback is on.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Powers forward. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake for the two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Oh, man. That's all.
Back to pass. It's Gabriel. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Black 24. Black 24.
For me, I just gave him.
He's going to pass. Floating away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Gonna run it. It's James.
They should allow you to control.
At the 35, he's open. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Ducks have this offense rolling.
I'm saying, let you do that.
They'll throw it on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
Comes out throwing on first down.
Stop running to
dances
the
away from the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Box him out
They'll
outside.
finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
I always settling for
trying to march in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring it.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Stay with your man.
They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll line up to go for 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack forced the 2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
I missed that floater. I gotta report that.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
And Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball in multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
Pocket starts to collapse, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
I gotta be a shooter, man. I can shoot with this guy, but I gotta be the shooter.
Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
That dribbling he's doing. Now, I'm gonna get it just to the...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It'll be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
See what I'm saying? Automatically, niggas want to go to them all the fucking time. Shit is weird.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
I think that might be the very definition. Trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good. Late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to listen. It's their job to stop you. I like the offense.
That was like my second shot today.
Defense, get a stop. It's your job. And you did it.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away.
Touchdown, Michigan! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you have to get this part accomplished first.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Shaka! Stop playing with me! That niggas is watching a goat, nigga. Stop
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to pound their way in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I know what time it is. I know what time it is.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out with a spot.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
I told you, give me
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Right to the ref. Showing and going.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Now sliding to his left. Fires to the big fella. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Now on second down.
Oh my gosh.
He's looking to throw. Dances away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Holds it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now trying to pound their way in. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Got him. Ooh. Got him. Let's go.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
I know that. I know that.
They'll run it from the gun.
I'm telling y'all.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Flashbacks here. This. In there.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
Oh my gosh. Anybody else would have ripped that, bro.
And off from
Anybody
the
else would
shotgun.
have ripped that.
Tackled, but he has a first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Not going up. Told you.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with second and 13. Out of the gun to give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll come to the line after 42, facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Warren.
Don't even Dex.
Fires toward the end zone.
Don't Dex.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
I get rebound underneath. I don't know, man. Not 2K holding me right now.
He wants to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's James. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing, get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover there.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And it's slipped out. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be 1st down. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance and a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They get it in for the two-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. This looks like the regular kickoff unit coming onto the field, and I would think with just a timeout left at this juncture, you got to send the hands guys out and try to get an onside kick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. At midfield, he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a momentum change in play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Lets it fly. He caught it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Wolverine! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.